Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back into another episode of Hello This Is. Hello This Is the series where we turn strangers into friends by having open, honest, and spontaneous conversations. In today's episode, I'm sitting down with Marco Rodriguez, who is one of the most incredible people I have ever met in my life. Marco is a testament to the power of belief and the impact that that same belief has on the body. In the description, you're going to find all of Marco's links. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. Peace and love. Here we go. So this man right here is Marco Rodriguez. He is by far one of the most amazing, inspirational individuals I've ever met in my life.
Let me hug you, mother.
This man is the embodiment of love and awareness and consciousness. He is a testament to how powerful the mind can be. So Marco, please introduce yourself, man.
I'm Marco, I'm 27. I'm a coach, I'm a writer, I'm a speaker. Beyond all that,
Spoke on TEDx.
Olá, meu nome é Marco.
Quick flex.
Quick flex, but not on me, eh? I didn't flex, he did.
I had to flex it.
All of this started because since a very young age, I have a body condition. It's called cerebral palsy. And some doctors here in Portugal told me I was going to be in a wheelchair when I was 14. All throughout my life, my mind would question itself, like, why am I here? What am I doing here? What's the purpose? Why me? What moves me? And I think eventually there comes a time where every human being starts, asking those kinds of things. Because when we truly go within, we understand that we witness our mind, we witness fleeting emotions, but we are bigger. You have amazing tools which you can use and enjoy and learn to embrace and make the best out of. But the day you're free is the day you understand that, hey, you're none of it at a deep level, identity-wise. You play with it, you have an experience that you need to cherish. And also, because of that, you can kind of redirect the way things go. Although we are all in the same physical space, physical container, none of us experience it
the same.
Like, if you are like on a bad mental space, you're going through a rough time, you will not enjoy the city. On the other hand, if you are like happy, content, if you have your center, if you are on your purpose, you tend to enjoy a lot more of where you are. And that helped me like a lot during my darker moments. Like I said, the doctors here told me I was going to a wheelchair.
Be in a wheelchair, 14.
And I never did. I won't tell you that it was me all along, like, hey, I figured it all out. No, at first it took some really dark moments of what am I going to do, what's the way out. And then always somebody appeared that saw my light when I didn't. And that's what I moved to do more and more in my professional work. And honestly in life is to see, the powerful being beneath all the things that your parents, society, the world tells that you are.
Yeah.
You have to go within, realize by yourself. It's incredible to see how the way you utilize your character, like the way you perceive yourself, the way you perceive your world, shapes it totally.
Your perception is what creates the reality that you see.
How does one get out of that moment of like darkness? Like take you for example, I don't know if I would be able to handle that kind of stress and pressure. Somebody as reputable as a doctor saying, hey look, this is what your life is going to be. How is it that you pull yourself out of that?
Okay, honestly, like it was not pretty, so I considered, like getting out of this life, of this experience, because I was like, what am I doing here? And then, I realized all the love I had around me, of my parents, of my friends, of whatever. I was like, no, I have something within me that wants to live, wants to have a beautiful life. I started to really question, like, at that moment, spirituality really came into my life. When the doctor told me that, like here in Portugal, of other doctors that sent me to outer countries to fix things on the outside. But it made me feel dependent on something on the outside.
That was out of your control.
Yeah, something definitely that I felt I was incapable of
fixing by yourself.
Yeah, my body at a point I couldn't stay standing on my own 2 feet because I needed the outside help. And at some point it just gets to you, and was when I decided, dude, there's gotta be something else. And there's something really powerful when you cut your options and when you feel like you have no other option than to turn within. When you really decide the decision, the knowingness that like, dude, I'm done with this. Like it propelled me to search things. A thought kept coming to my mind like, bro, it's the body, go to the gym. A part of me was like, no. And then, yeah, of course, a lot of people told me no. I didn't have really any other plans.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'm just gonna, keep
I'm just gonna do it.
And then a guy appeared, of course. That's on my light. I still train with him every week. And he was as clueless as me. He was like, dude, I have no fucking idea of how
we're gonna go about this.
Yes, but if you come here like this and you come here asking, I'm gonna help you. And that's what I say, like, the most powerful thing you can do for someone is see them in their light. Despite all the bullshit that they might tell you, despite all of the stories, despite all of that and beyond that, if you always maintain your steadfast conviction that this people is noble, is capable, worthy, they will start showing up as that. It's like
you see people as their ideal self.
Yeah. What helps in seeing that is I've been there too. Like all of us have been there too.
Yeah.
In places of confusion, of being lost, of all of us.
Yeah.
And all that you wished was that somebody came and saw you in your light and told you like you can do it, give you a hug, so like brought the light somehow. Those were the big shifts.
Yeah.
When somebody redirects you to your own light, self. And then I end up like doing that as a career.
The problem, which was the obstacle in your entire life, became the road that you took that led you to the career that you're on right now. You need to really be able to detach yourself from yourself in order to really understand that the things that happen to you don't happen to you, but they can be happening for you.
That's a message that's not new. It's all across. It's said all across humanity. Like you have to die to then be born again. You need to understand that you have the power in you to transmute your own curses into blessings. That's alchemy, darkness into light.
What's one thing, Marco, if you were to accomplish, you could say to yourself, you know what, I lived a great life.
I would like to be reminded as a person that loved dearly. I'm here to love. I'm here to be confident in who I am, to help others be the same, and to love.
Marco, if this entire street right here was dark, your heart would light up the entire street. Like, you are one of the most vibrant people I've ever... You're like a lighthouse that exists. You're the light that exists in a cloudy world. I have one last question for you. Speaking so much about love, right? What's one way that you show yourself love?
Above all, like in those dark moments, to be able to recognize that there's a deeper part of me that can go through that. Like to be there for yourself. Like that's the best way you can have to show yourself love. At the end of the day, it always comes up to being able to be there for yourself when you need it the most. And to realize that love is, like at the end of the day, not something that you search, is what's brought from within. When you are content, when you are at peace, that's the best way to love yourself. To realize that there's nothing missing. And that when your mind plays tricks on you, they are tricks. That's how you love yourself.
One quote or one message that if you would have known on the start of your journey would have really helped save you a lot of time.
I love this one quote by Marcel Proust, which goes like, man spends his own life trying to change the scenery, and he needs to change the pair of glasses.
Marco, do you have anything to tell us before we sign off?
Yeah, of course. I have to retribute all that Yusuf told me and tell me that and tell him that I'm really blessed that our paths crossed. Tell him that I see clearly that his message, his mission is also to bring the light and to connect. Because when we feel connected, we feel at peace, we have light. When we feel isolated, we separate and it aches. And Yusuf is here to connect us.
Absolutely, man. We're connected. All right, guys. So we're going to sign off. We're going to go have some food.
Amazing dinner, bro.
Amazing dinner. Amazing dinner. And
Portuguese food is the best.
Brazilian food.
Okay.
I love Brazil more than Portugal, but it's okay. We'll end the video right there. All right.